Hello Star Wars, The Clone Wars action figure collectors and fans, it's filmmaker Mike and welcome to another Star Wars The Clone Wars action figure review. And so for today's action figure review I have the chosen one himself, Anakin Skywalker. Now this Clone Wars figure of Anakin Skywalker was released last year, and this is, I believe, the second version of the newer look, or the Episode 3 look, quote-unquote, of Anakin Skywalker, which is a lot closer, to, of course, to the look of the Episode 3. Definitely a different, no more armor here, but still very cool that they decided to get the look closer to that of Episode 3, since the Clone Wars has been, of course, getting closer to the beginning of Episode 3, so that's very cool. And this is Clone Wars figure number 1. As you can see right there, the figure. We've got a nice screenshot here of Anakin Skywalker, the chosen one, with his lightsaber. And he even has firing lightsaber launcher, which, yes, of course, is gimmicky, but it's for the kids, for the younger collectors. And of course, as collectors, you don't have to pay attention to those things. What matters is the figure, and does it have good articulation, of course, the accessories, and the detail, of course. So, got a good look at the front, and on the back, got the action figure right there. And of course, a nice screenshot from one of the Season 3 episodes when Anakin was looking for Savage Opress with Obi-Wan. And here in the description it says, Anakin defeats battle droids with a whirling lightsaber attack. Using the Force, Skywalker launches into combat with lightning-swift maneuvers. The droids are no match for this powerful Jedi and soon fall under the spinning strikes from Anakin's blade. And of course, to mimic that spinning, whirling lightsaber attack, you have the firing lightsaber launcher. Which, of course, yes, it looks corny, it looks cheesy. There's a little lightsaber there inside the spinning disc to simulate that, you know, he's spinning his lightsaber when he's throwing it, but of course it's not to scale as his real lightsaber, and it shouldn't be taken seriously by more mature and adult collectors. So it's for the kids, it's a fun thing, it's one of those gimmicky, you know, you gotta have some action feature for the kids, so that's why it's there. Alright, so you got a good look at the front, the back, and now let me open him up for the review, and let me release the chosen one, Anakin Skywalker. So we've got his Galactic Battle Game card here. Very nice. Nice screenshot. Alright, and of course the Galactic Game die right there. We've got the action figure stand. And we do have an elastic band holding the chosen one back from releasing his power. Alright. Just gonna pop off the chosen one from his plastic prison. Release him from his plastic prison. And I'll have him just stand on his action figure stand, just so it's easier, just to make things easier. And it's always nice that Hasbro includes this, because not all figures stand properly. It's not easy to have them stand. Depends on the figure, of course, but this one is easy to put on the stand, which is good. And of course, a lightsaber attack. We're just gonna show it, just so that we're done with it. We don't have to go into too much detail with it. So, you start off with, it's like a spinning top. You just click it just like that. This thing kind of reloads, and you just press this on the bottom and fire. Or should I say, maybe I should read the instructions first. Yeah, you just press it just like that. There you go. So you just click it, and there's a lightsaber. You can even grip it on Anakin's arm to simulate that he throws his lightsaber without really holding his lightsaber, if that makes sense. So you just clip it onto his arm, just like so, and then he fires it at a droid. Let's use this TX-21 droid. Let me pan the camera down. There we go. And he's going to fire it. He's going to fire his lightsaber whirling attack, and fire. And I missed completely. Well, and not me, Anakin. So, anyway, let's try it again. You just lock it back. Just like that. And aim. And you just have to press. And fire. There we go. But of course, it wasn't enough to destroy the droid, tactical droid. So anyway, there we go. You saw that gimmick. Yes, it is gimmicky, but you don't have to pay attention to it too much if you don't care for those things. Now, on to the good stuff, the figure. So Anakin, let me zoom in a bit. Alright, so Anakin has a ball-jointed neck, Alright, well actually, it is a ball hinge neck. That's interesting. It's a ball hinge neck, as you can see right there, the dark spot. It's a ball hinge, so you can look up, or he can like jump or lunge towards a droid, which is kind of cool. But of course, that's what a ball jointed neck is for. He can has free motion. He can look side to side, which is good. It's an interesting choice why they decided to use the ball hinge instead of the ball joint. And what kind of bothers me about these things is that from afar it looks like Anakin has a goatee, but not really. That it's not colored flesh. It doesn't match his skin color, his skin tone. So that's what bothers me. But of course, if you don't have him, it won't be such a distraction. All right, it does have ball hinged shoulders and ball hinged elbows and swivel arms. No swivel wrists. All right, so it swivels right there at the gauntlet, the top of his gauntlet. Swivel waist, ball hinge knees, or swivel hips, ball hinge knees, and of course no more ball hinged ankles. But still very good articulation. It's nice that there's lower articulation for this Anakin, and still you can get into some really nice poses, some signature poses of Anakin, like holding his saber. The likeness is very good, although it's not quite perfect. There's something about his face that I can't quite put my finger on it. I can't seem to lock. On certain angles, he looks, definitely he definitely looks perfect. On certain angles, like especially the front, I don't know. It just seems off for whatever reason. But it's still a very good likeness. From this angle, it's Anakin, or maybe it's the neck. Maybe it's the neck that's throwing me off. The neck is too thin. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But from certain angles, it's like, wow, that's perfect. This one, it kind of doesn't look like Anakin, but then kind of doesn't. And then from this angle, it's like, it's Anakin, but then kind of doesn't. I don't know. It's just really weird. Maybe I'm just being really weird. So anyway, but other than that, very good detail on this figure. I like the paint apps, very nice on his tunic. The different colors of soft goods works perfectly. I do enjoy soft goods when it's done right. And of course, the attention to the detail on the figure, on his gloves, on his cybernetic arm here with the silver cuffs, his lightsaber. It is a lighter blue. It looks like a dark blue, but when I put my fingers against it, you can see that it's a very light blue. It could be a darker blue, but then it's still good because it's still a good blue. So very nice figure, very decent enough articulation. You can get into very many different poses here, very cool poses. And of course, the nice thing is he can hold his lightsaber with two hands. I mean, it's good when the Jedi can hold their lightsaber with one hand, but it's still a good thing if they can hold it with two hands, especially when they get into those poses, get into those fights. So that's very, very cool. This is definitely a solid figure, superb articulation. Though it's not super articulation, it's not perfect articulation, it's still very good. Very nice detail, very nice paint apps. Should you get this Anakin Skywalker action figure and add him to your Clone Wars figure collection? I highly suggest so. I highly recommend him. And of course, he'll definitely look good next to his Padawan, Ahsoka Tano. So there you go. Really nice, very, very cool, of course. But when Ahsoka leaves, it's all Anakin now. But you can always have Ahsoka. Clone Wars adventures continue. Whether or not the show is coming to a close, it's always alive in our hearts. That's for sure. So anyway, very, very cool. Love this Anakin Skywalker action figure. It's just, again, the face sculpt is throwing me off a bit. There's certain angles that it doesn't look like him, and certain angles that it does. I don't know. I'm just being weird, I guess. But still, a very good likeness. It's just, I guess there's just certain angles. I just can't make up my mind on it. But still, don't let that distract you from picking up this figure. There is a newer version out for 2013, but that's if you can get it. In the US, it's not available here. It's available overseas. So to those international collectors, you guys are lucky. You guys will be getting a shot at that figure. I hope I get to somehow get it or somehow trade or buy it from another collector from overseas. I'd love to get to add that figure in my collection, but I'm happy with this one. Still a very decent figure, very good figure, and I just can't get enough of this. It just looks great. The paint apps, the boots, the trousers, the tunic, it looks like he just popped out of the show and popped off the screen, and right here in my hands, Anakin Skywalker, the Chosen One. Solid 4 out of 5 stars. Just because I'm gonna dock a star. It's because certain angles of face, I don't know. I just can't quite place it. It's Anakin, but then it's not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being weird. Sorry. I'm just, yeah, really confusing. So anyway, hope you all still enjoyed this Clone Wars action figure review. Stay tuned for more Star Wars action figure reviews and a whole lot more. Only here on Filmmaker Mike. May the Force be with you. Bye.